Hello guys, Hikiami Moriko desu, and welcome to another indie game. This one's called Perfect Teams, and I don't know what's this about, but let's play a tutorial because I love tutorials. So, medieval fantasy, an upside down store, tutorial 1. I think it's a sort of card game. Oh my god, that's a lot of text from a tutorial. As is often the case, you push open the door of your favorite comic bookstore and notice with horror that dozens of books are scattered on the floor. You take a few minutes to look for the manager of the place, but he's nowhere to be found. You take a few steps towards the exit, but finally decide to examine the books on the ground. You quickly notice that all stars are mixed. You find comics, manga, and traditional comics as well. You put some books in the respective shelves when something catches your attention. You bend down. This is the story, not the tutorial. I'm sorry. You bend down next to before they pick strange cards. They glow with strange red glow. They all represent a dragon that looks like it's from one of the comic books you read when you were younger. You pick up the comic that's still laying around the floor, but as you get up, the paper burns your hands and you drop it. No sooner as it touches the ground than a sort of vortex appears under your feet and swallows you up. As you fall through this strange portal, you see the scenes play out quickly before your eyes. A medieval joust gives way to the battle of spaceships and then escape of explorer from mummy. In short, everything mixes in front of you until a shock makes you lose consciousness. Fight. A slight pain on the side wakes you up. You see a creature strangely resembling the goblins you are used to seeing in your readings, stinging you with a small dagger. You leap to your feet without knowing how to defend yourself, when the dragon cards which you are still holding firmly starts to shine even brighter. A dragon image forms clearly in your mind, and you realize without really knowing why that these cards contain a power that can defeat the goblins that is attacking you. Fight! Alright, I like the plot. It's a nice plot so far. You can play a card by dragging it to the target of your choice. At the end of your turn, you will discard all remaining cards in hand. You can only have 10 cards in your hand. Continue. To be able to play a card, you must have enough mana of the color of the card. So colors, like in colors from Pokemon. So I have red mana, or fire mana, I don't know, and green, blue, yellow, another blue, and purple. I have 0 cards in my deck. I don't know what's PT. I don't know what's this. So I have a dragon, and I mean a little movement of the sprite will be nice, right? Like even if it's up and down, just like or one side to another, it will be nice. I'm not a big fan of. I mean, it's really well done. Look at this dragon; it looks really nice, and the goblin looks really goblinish. I like it a lot. Not to talk about the background. It's a nice background, but a little animation will be nice. You know, like these beams of light. Maybe they are moving. Maybe the bosses rustle a little. The dragon moves up and down, even if it's a static image, like up and down, and the goblin to the side. Anyway, so it's like I have the dragon, but I also have the cards, or I summoned the dragon already. Dragon. Passive, 1 damage to all enemies at each player. Red card. What? Active, 15 damage to all enemies. How do I active the active? I have no idea. Dragon. Breed. 6 damage to all enemies. Burn, 4 to all enemies. Burn ally. Characters will suffer damage when he plays a card enemy. Characters will suffer damage after this action. Dragon Claw. 2 damage burn. And Dragon Bite. 2 damage, 4 damage, heal 3 to dragon. Okay, I'm gonna skip that one. So I claw. And I have 1 mana left. So I claw again. Alright. And I turn enter. Hey, why did my damage... what? I'm not getting this game. I'm just gonna bite this motherfucker. Yeah, let's go. I'm gonna claw him. And turn end. It takes 1 damage from here. I don't know why. So I'm gonna do this. Victory. Pick a card. So yeah, so far, I know I only played like 5 minutes of the game. So far, so good the game. But it's really missing some animation, right? To make you feel more. I mean, the real advantage, and that's why I don't like card games like Hearthstone or stuff like that. The real advantage of playing a virtual card game, it's that you can make animations, right? I'm gonna pick a card after I'm gonna pick Sparkle. So luckily for you, I'm gonna keep my rambling in the next battle. Luckily for you, a single goblin possesses a little threat. You come to your senses, try to understand what's happening to you, and take a look around. It seems that you are at the edge of a forest, and you see a small village a few hundred meters away from you. You decide to go there, hoping to find someone who can explain to you what is happening to you. Who can explain to you what is happening to you? You can skip this. I'm just saying corruption level 0. Corruption effects and corruption effects. Alright, I don't understand that. Let's go. At the end of each fight, you win gold. You will be able to spend it in stores, inns, or in quests to unlock various options. Oh, it looks like this game has some depth to it. Nice. Oh, this is French. Yeah, I switched the language to English, but I guess it's not completely translated. I don't know French, but something after the combat, the corruption goes up, right? I'm trying to translate to the best of my abilities. I don't know a lot of French. Of course, certain environments prevents the corruption. When the corruption meets certain something, I don't know, the enemies will be stronger. So the more I play, the more the corruption goes up and enemies get stronger, right? That's what I'm guessing. Again, I'm not. I know little French, right? Sorry. Moreover, at the end of each fight, corruption increases. Certain events can change the corruption when this W, it's not in the same type. It's weird because this game is well done, but it has some small problems. Certain reaches level, the enemies get stronger. Beware. I think this is the last text, but in French, right? So I was more or less right about that. I'm happy my French is not too bad. All right. So that was the tutorial. This was the inn. I can drink. Forget up to 2 cards from your deck. I can sleep. Heal 30% of XP max. I can have 3 characters. Oh, it looks nice. I like this system. And meditate. Decrease corruption by 3 points. I have 2 points of corruption. I'm gonna meditate. You can stay at the inn and choose one action again. Leap. Tutorial 2. You wander around this small medieval village in search of information. You go to a local tavern to question the owner and possible customers. You enter the building and immediately recognize one of the people sitting at a table drinking some kind of drink. He's a man in his 40s, tall, thin. His few remaining eyes are gray. He is the owner of the comic book store where you were a few minutes ago. You sit down at this table and notice with fright that he has strange purple spots on his face. He seems a little surprised to see you, and even smiles a little before saying he hopes it was you. He explained that he was in your place years ago. A villain from one of the comics he was reading had tried to escape from the book to materialize in our world. Luckily, he was able to use the power of maps to prevent him from carrying out his plan. But today the threat is much greater. Gloglatus, the comic book villain who is trying to escape from it, has managed to spread his bad corruption to many universes, and the barriers that usually separate them are beginning to weaken. The boss of the comic book store explained that you will have to scour the different universes in search for allies, and especially in search of the keys that will allow you to reach the Gloglatus comics to stop it once and for all. Once his explanation is over, the manager digs in his pocket and takes out a packet of cards that he hands out to you. These cards represent a robot and glow green. He explained that this is the oldest ally and that he will probably be more useful to you than him today. You're not sure how to react, but smile shyly as a thank you. The owner seems to be able to reveal the location of the keys when the tavern doors is blown to smithereens. 2 bandits enter the room and demand money from the owner and customers. The boss of the comic book store whispers to you that it's up to you to defend this place, with the help of your allies. Oh, I got a robot. Oh, that's awesome. I like this combination of fantasy and futuristic. You may have noticed that some cards have a second effect, the combo effect. If the last card you played this turn is one of the indicated color, the combo effect applies in addition to the initial effect of the card. It's always the W. With the help of the 2 manas brought by the robot, you are now able to trigger these combo effects. You can at any time see the color of your last hand played card at the top of the left of the screen. This one. Alright, at the end of each of your turns, each character gains 1 energy points plus 1 extra point per remaining mana of the character's main color. Once the energy bar is full, you can trigger the character's active by hitting trigger button. Alright. The bandits you are up against are capable of inflicting various states alterations on you. You can see below their health bar their next action. Most opponents will trigger characters with the highest rate. You can hover your mouse over the alteration icons to get more information. Alright, so they're gonna target the robot. Oh, this robot looks cool. Passive, if the robot starts his turn with armor, charge 1. Active armor 15 to the robot. Alright. So I don't have any robot cards, so what is this? What is 7 here? So here it goes. This is the last things I did, right? Alright, this is like my history. Again, I will up some animation. These guys are going to attack the robot, and this is attacking, and this is a debuff, I think. I wish to know what's this. So I rather kill this one. That's debuffing. So sparkle trigger the burn on the target. Laser. I have a laser. So let's attack this guy. That was... Oh no, the bite heals me. Alright, that's good, that's good. And I can trigger the sparkle, right? Yeah, that's nice, that's nice, that's nice. I have 1 robot point, but I can't do anything. Can I draw more cards? I can't. End of the turn. Yeah, the robot is like a tank, right? Alright, so I wanna cloud this guy. What's this? Malus. It's that a... Wait, is this Captain America? What the hell? I hope these are its placeholder art, because it's taking a lot out of the game. I know it's based on comics and manga and stuff, but I mean, if you can make these nice sprites, I'm sure you can muster some card illustrations. Yeah, this is taking a lot of the game from me. So yeah, let's just hit this guy with all I have. I don't know what these numbers are. I'm just gonna finish the game. It's the first thing of the game that I don't like. I mean, the dragon is... Well, I hope these are original dragon illustrations, right? But they are original. And he's dead. I'm gonna shield strike and protect. Alright. I'm gonna bite this guy. I'm gonna laser this guy. I'm gonna shield this guy. Trigger. Oh, that's nice. I do like that kind of animation. So I'm just gonna cloud this guy and laser this guy. Alright, choose a card. Well, pick a card. So what I was saying, I mean, please make original illustrations. Don't use Captain America and stuff like that. Again, I hope it's a placeholder, right? I'm guessing this game is still in development. I gotta check the itch.io page. But I hope they change that. It takes a lot of the game from me, especially because the game looks so good. It has a good lore, so yeah, this is a good game. I forgot what I was saying a time ago, so I'm gonna keep playing. Just gonna pick Immolation because it sounds cool. After defeating the bandits, you go back to the store owner. He quickly explains to you that he has extracted one of his salads with the location of the keys. It is in a forest not far from here. Finally, he regrets not being able to accompany you, but shows you his face saying that he has not resisted the corruption and that he will soon not be able to call for Alice's reinforcements. You promise him that you will do everything to prevent Legatus from succeeding his plan and leap determined in the direction of the forest. Now, you can now use the discard button to discard some exploration cards. This action costs you gold but can help you better manage your resources by, for example, searching for a star or a need to strengthen yourself before your next battle. Cards discarded in this way will return once all the cards in the deck have been used up. In a classic biome, many quests and events are unlocked when you reach certain levels of corruption. You can hover your mouse over the corruption gauge to get more information. But I don't want to get corrupted. Some of the choices you will make during the explorations are drawings. It is a choice that may or may not succeed depending on your team. Each draw comes with a color and a number. The number corresponds to the number of cards you will have to choose from. There will be as many success cards as there are mana of the draw color in your team. For example, in a green 2 draw with your current team, you will have to choose one card from the 2 and only one of them will be accesses. Alright. That's kinda complex. So I'm gonna go to the shop. Oh, and this ignores damage. I want this one. Oh, I had to buy the booster. I'm gonna save for the booster pack. I'm good in corruption. Let's go to the tutorial. After a few minutes of walking in the woods, you reach the clearing indicated by the store owner. You quickly find a small hut in which the alley you are looking for must be. However, you quickly notice that the wooden door is broken here. I remember what I was saying before. I'm gonna finish this. It's broken and hear fighting noises coming from inside. You rush inside and discover a woman lying on the ground surrounded by 2 men in armor with spears. You see streams of blood dripping from the various wounds of the woman on the ground, staining the bearskin she is wearing. The 2 men turn towards you and see you ready to attack you, but you must first take care of the woman on the ground. Push the guards right to 100%. Oh, so this can't fail, right? You jostle the guards with a much more powerful blow of the shoulder than you had imagined. It is undoubtedly once again the power of your allies. By the time your opponents, embarrassed by the weight of their equipment, get up, you reach the bedside of the injured woman. She is unfortunately unconscious, but as soon as you place your hand on one of her wounds, you feel the power invading you again. There is no doubt that she has just granted you her power. You turn around ready to take on her guards. It's nice. It's a druid. Yeah, the druidess has suffered too many wounds. She is now in a phantom state. In this state, all her cards are modified versions of the base cards. In addition, ghost characters cannot gain energy and can no longer trigger their active effect. If you manage to raise the druid's health points to their maximum, she will return to her normal state without any malus. If at any time during the game all 3 of your characters are in the ghost state at the same time, you lose the game. Oh yeah, that's not good. Your team is now complete. It's up to you to get rid of the cards. You can move your mouse over the different characters to study their passive effects, the mana they generate, and their trait, which represents the odds of being targeted by enemies. You can click on the clock in the top left corner to see all the cards you played. This fight. Good luck. But it also shows this looks so out of place. This looks like the things I did in the last battle. Alright, so I have a Phantom Druid, a Dragon, and a Robot. Nice. So it's Robot. Protective Field. Armor 4 plus 1 for each charge point. Laser 2 damage per charge point and charge 2. Chill Strike 6 damage to all enemies. Yeah, I'm gonna 6 damage to all enemies. 2 damage, heal 1 to druids. All right. All right. So what I was saying before, it's the advantage of digital card games like this one or Hearthstone or something like. I mean, this is an indie game and it looks awesome, right? I'm talking more about Hearthstone and stuff. It's like they can make animations for the cards that if you play a traditional card game you cannot. you cannot do that. I mean, you can imagine the animations, right? But it's not the same. Like, well, my favorite card game and the thing that got me into card games, it's Yu-Gi-Oh, of course. And I remember the thing that got me more into, oh my god, that's a lot of damage. Like the Yu-Gi-Oh dual disc, right? From the anime. Like, just imagine the cards coming to life, right? And that's too hard to do in real life, but this is what digital card games can do. That they can make animations for the characters in your cards. And you feel like, I don't know, it's something magical, right? I don't know how to explain it. Heal 6 to Druidus. I want to heal Druidus. Yeah, so maybe do some animations from the cards. Just up and down or side by side. It's nice. They don't have to be moving their arms or anything, right? I know that's complicated. But just look at how the robot is made. Again, I'm sure this game is still in development or something like that. I have to read the HO page. Just look at how the robot is made. You can separate the bot shield arms and the head and make them go up and down in different rhythms. And it just looks like a good animation. It's not that hard to make. Or maybe the dragon flapping their wings or moving the mouth, right? I don't know. The druidess can just move her head or something like that. I don't know. I'm sure they will do it. I'm sure, because this game has too much effort put in it to not be making that kind of thing, right? I mean, they already made so much. Look at these sprites. They look awesome. Right? I don't want to be too mean with this game, because I'm really enjoying it. 26 armor. Holy crap, that's a lot of armor. Perforation and claw. And I like this card. It looks nice. Yeah, I just hope they fix this Captain America stuff. It doesn't look nice. Right. Heal to target at only 3 times. Oh, Sea of Flames. I just like the dragon. Okay, I love dragons. I'm gonna keep picking stuff for the dragons. Once the guards have been defeated, you take care of the druidess. She gradually comes to her senses and thanks you for your help. You explain your mission to her before she goes into a tiny room at the back to take a piece of parchment and hand it to you. Above, you discover the location of 6 keys. The red key is in the custody of a powerful dragon. The blue key is in another solar system. The yellow key is hidden in an old sunken city. The green key is hidden in a safe in a huge bank. The black key is controlled by a council of mythological gods, and the white key was stolen by a henchman of Glagatus, who hides in the manga universe. You note down this information before the boss of the store appears behind you. He explains that you have just arrived at the end of the book, and that you are going to find his story. He finally hands you 6 books and tells you that the tracks the different keys to start here. He reminds you that you will need to recruit many allies to carry out your various missions and wishes you good luck. Congratulations, you have just completed the Perfect Team tutorial. You will now be able to compose your own team and search for the keys in the different biomes. For that, it will be necessary for you to finish the main quest of the cursed biomes. As you explore, you will be able to unlock new characters. Some exploits may even unlock characters. Oh, nice. I do like new characters. Perfect teams. It's up to you, it's missing the eye, to mix the characters according to their cards, their manas, their passive or active effects, with creating your team. It's always told you what will be your perfect team. Perfect teams. Alright, I have this save game. Achievements. Yeah, it's always the age. I don't know if that's on purpose. It's on purpose. I don't think so. Oh, I want this girl. So yeah, let's play a little of the game, right? That was just a tutorial. Build your team. Yeah, I do like the robot, so I want to pick the robot. What's this? Magician, hacker, the druidess. Well, no, I never mind. I want the dragon, I want the... No, wait, it's this one, and I want the Druidess. Let's go. Let's go. All right, let's go. Let's go. So the forest, bandits of the forest, event, and ogre hunting. Let's just play a little of the... I mean, this game looks so good. I think I may do multiple videos on this one. I don't know yet. So, maybe not, so you guys can go and play it. Let's just play the forest. You are walking through a peaceful forest when suddenly you hear screams of distress. You run towards the screams and spot a group of bandits laughing out loud, but no sign of any victim. Only a few bags of fruit are littering on the ground. You approach when no one of the bandits notices you. At first hostile, he quickly softens and offers to help with you further details. Discreetly follow the bandits, help the bandits. Help the bandits. You decide to help these bandits without really knowing what they do. You pick up 2 bags on the ground and follow them to their lair. I don't have corruption yet. Once in front of the cottage serving as the bandits headquarters, you dare to ask what they are stealing. The one who seems to be the leader seems surprised by your question and answers that they are stealing the legendary enchanted apples of the forest witch. He seems surprised by your ignorance about this legend and decides to open one of the bags. He pulls out a seemingly ordinary apple until he bites into it, and the fruit screams in pain before his voice disappears. Immediately you see the bandit, who seems revitalized. He is no longer out of breath from walking and no longer has the few scratches on his face. Amused by your amazement, he takes a new apple off the bag and hands it to you. As you hesitate to take it and bite it, you hear cries coming from the forest. "Goblins!" screams one of the bandits before collapsing in front of you, a dagger stuck in his back. Then you see many goblins coming out of the forest and attacking everyone, including you. Fight! Let's go. Also, yeah, another thing I just noticed just now, the game is so hype. I mean, I want to say just now, I love this game. I'm really loving this game. It's just missing some things, but it looks nice. It's like some hype music from this. I mean, I like this classic battle music, decisive music, but it needs some hype music so you get swifting your cards. Yeah, maybe it's just me, right? But I would like that. Let's just kill this guy. All right. You can damage my spur shield robot. Oh yeah, heal yourself. Oh, it's not longer a ghost. That was from the tutorial, right? I wasted that. Laser. Burn. All right. So let's pick charge. Once the last goblin is finally dead, you examine the situation. Only you are still alive in this clearing. You look around and notice that one of the bags contains the apples is open. Try to return the apple to the owner. Do you imagine that goblins might have been sent to retrieve these apples and decided it's safer not to further offend their owner? You take one of the bags and go into the forest towards the place where the goblins emerged a few minutes earlier, hoping to find clues on how to return these fruits to the famous witch. After a few minutes, a strange phenomenon occurs. A path seems to form in front of you, as if the vegetation was drawing a road for you. You follow this vegetal path blindly as soon as you see a small hut. That could be the house of this witch. The witch. It's always the W. You arrive in front of the witch's hut. She exits to greet you with a smile. She's a young woman with long blonde hair crossed by small sparks that seems to make her afloat. Even when there is no wind, she thanks you warmly for protecting her children and wants to offer you a little of her power. She points her finger at an apple still in a tree and strikes it with a tiny lightning bolt. She picks the fruit in an unconventional way and squeezes it tightly in her hands, before handing it to you. She explains that she has enchanted this apple with healing powers, but not lies so that you can benefit from it in your quest. Finally, she opens a passage between the trees and explains that you can leave the forest. What? I don't know. Everything and leave your line of the forest to resume your quest. I don't know if this is supposed to happen. Would you like to add this card to your deck? I guess. Yes or no? Yes. Yeah, I mean, of course the game is made in French first and then translated to English, I'm guessing. So it's natural for this to happen, right? It's hard to make things in more than one language. Let's keep going with... I want to go ogre hunting, right? While you take a rest in a tavern, a loud noise attracts your attention. A man has just opened the door with a loud crash and collapsed to the ground. We approach to see a man who seems to have been beaten up. His face is swollen and his body covered with bruises. As the tavern customers help him up, you ask him who put him in this state. His answers are confused. He stutters a lot and seems to be terrorized. All you manage to understand is the word ogre. You go back to your seat to prepare to your journey. When a customer comes to your table, he has heard what the unfortunate wounded man was saying and he thinks he knows which ogre he's talking about. He tells you a story about a massive creature lurking near a mansion a few hours away. Reach the mansion. You decide to follow this client's instructions, locate the mansion on the map of the region, and leave the very morning. Let's go. You arrive in a few hours in your mansion. Everything seems quiet. I do like this world quest building. It's really nice. I guess a lot of games just skip this, and it's like, yeah, you killed something, but this is like tabletop stuff, right? It gives you purpose to play, and that's nice. You walk out and hard notice a few muffled complaints. You walk in the direction of these grounds, and after a few seconds, you spot about 10 or maybe more people lying on the ground in more or less serious states, but all bruised. You approach one of the wounded to help and investigate, but just a few seconds after you arrive at his side, an arrow falls a few centimeters from you. You get up with a start and spot 2 bandits ready to rob all the wounded. You quickly join them with weapons in hand. They don't seem impressed, however, and offer to leave you alone for a small compensation. No way. You don't intend to be racketed by a few bandits. They will regret having crossed your path. Fight! Yeah, you see, you do all this boil up with the lore, and then you come into the fight expecting some music or something like that. Again, it might be just me, but I do love the hype music for fights. Like maybe take a look at like Yu-Gi-Oh, the anime, the host from when the soundtrack from when they are playing. It gets hype, right? Like Yusei Fudo team. Maybe look that. Dep if you want. I don't know. I love your game, but make some hype music, please, so I can enjoy it more. I don't know. Let's just play. 2 damage, draw 1 card. 2 damage and damage and 2 damage and 1 damage and turn. And 2 damage and 6 damage to all enemies and the bite. And end my turn. I'm gonna heal 5 to this guy. And damage and... No, wait. Wait, I want the Captain America stuff here. Alright. So yeah, I'm gonna cloud this guy to death. Alright, so strength 1 to dragon. Clean all negative effects on the robot. Energy flux. Robot can't want energy. Alright. So the pack of bandits was nothing to you. Return the one that one of them explains to you that the ogre is gone and points you in a direction. You follow these indications and quickly find signs that could be the ogre's marks, even if they seem human. Looking for the tail of the ogre. Yeah, it's gonna fail, right? Because I don't have any blue. The trail is easy to follow. The software is covered with tens of footprints of men, horses, or cars on the range. Alright. Yeah, because I don't have a blue character, right? That's what I understand. Let's go to the shop. I have some money now. Time to buy the Buster Pack. Excellent. Select cards you want to include in your deck. They are for the robot. I don't like the robot cards that much. I want this one and this one. Yeah. I should have get combustion. This looks nice. Look at. I love the art on this card. That's an awesome card, right? Yeah, I don't understand some cards. It's especially the robot cards, the one that doesn't have original art, I think. Yeah, I'm not quite sure, but I do like the dragon cards more. It looks badass. So yeah, the first battle. What's this? You arrive in front of I like this art. I hope it's original. You arrive in front of what seems to be a coliseum. You decide to enter curious to see what might be offered to you. You meet a middle-aged man who seems to be the organizer. He gouges at you, judges you, and then claps his hands, exclaiming that you're exactly what this arena was missing. He digs through his papers and pulls out a contract and a feather as you participate. You accept as soon as you give him the feather back. He pushes you into the arena and closes the doors behind you. You hear the clamor of the crowd and move towards the center of the arena, where 3 bandits are waiting for you. You notice dried blood on their scimitars. They are not beginners. A bell rings and the bandits attack. Let's go! 2 damage and draw 1 card. 2 damage. 2 damage. Strength to dragon. Damage. Begone! Yeah, I do appreciate the different backgrounds, right? I mean, this looks stupid from here. Yeah, I have mixed feelings about the art because the art is incredible, but sometimes look like they are not. I don't know. I know it's supposed to be a mesh of different worlds, but sometimes it looks off. Let's just go. Yeah, this is Vladimir from League of Legends, right? That's what I'm talking about. I really hope it's just placeholder art because it's not nice to use other artwork in your game. Yeah, I'm guessing the robot and stuff those are original because they look the same and they look great. But great. I don't know. I don't know how to feel about this. I'd like my games to be 100% original. I hope it's just placeholder art, please. All right. So once the bandits have been defeated, you leave the area in applause. The organizer seems delighted. He hands you a purse as a reward and explains that you can already face your next opponent. So I guess it's good time to stop playing the game. How do I go to the main menu? Do you want to go back to the main menu? Your progression will be saved. Oh yes, please go back to the main menu. So that guy looks nice. So what to say about this game? I really like it. I love card games. It's really well made. It's fun to play. It's fun to play the cards. I really don't like Hearthstone or games like that. They all are practically the same. This one is really original game. A really original game. It's well made. I enjoy all this classic RPG, tabletop RPG stuff that it's made. I know it looks like it's made with love, right? The pixel art is amazing. The illustrations are amazing. I don't mind the occasional French stuff because I know the game is made in French, right? Or originally in French. That's bound to happen, right? I don't mind it. I do mind the placeholder illustrations that I hope are placeholder illustrations. If they're going to fix that, this game is perfect, right? If they remove that, they fix the occasional French in the English translation. I don't know, DH, that's a different typography for some reason. Yeah, nothing is game breaking, right? But it's definitely immerse breaking when you see Vladimir from League of Legends or Captain America. I know it's supposed to take from comic books and stuff, but you can take characters from other sources, right? You just should make the Captain Shield or something like that, right? I don't know. Overall, this game is really good game. I'm gonna keep playing this game. I'm not gonna upload another video, so you guys can go and play it because there's a lot to do, right? That's awesome. It's not just playing a card game to grind for new cards, to play another card game, to play another card game. It has lore. It has an history to follow, and that's great, right? It's a lot of card games, and if not all of them, don't have really a story you can follow. And this one has, so definitely go and play the game. The link will be down in the description. I'm gonna keep playing this by myself, and I really recommend this one, right? I usually don't make so much emphasis in you guys go play the game, but it's a really fun game. Definitely go try it, and I really hope they update this game and fix those problems, so I can play the new version and enjoy it even more. And that's all. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.